breastfeed. This woman breastfeeding this orphan farm is from the Bishnoi community. The Bishnoi is a community of 1 million persons living in Rajasthan, in northwest India. This community is considering that all form of life is equal. Animal, insects, trees, nature, us, human being, we all have the same value. So you see this woman breastfeeding this animal. She is doing it because for her, the animal has the same value. And it's very far from the belief we have today, where we are more important and our kids are more important than other people's kids. And for sure, animals. So this community is still alive today. We can meet those guys. That's the crazy thing about it. It's still now, you know. It's a matter of choice. It's not a matter of, oh, it used to be. No. It's still today. We can go there in North Rajasthan, meet the Bishnois and their belief and the dogma they are following, rules that they are following, rules that are written by a guru in the 15th century. So those people are not free like we are. And because they are not free, they do things that could be crazy for us. Let me tell you what they did. 300 years ago, approximately, the king of Rajasthan, he wanted to have a new kingdom, you know, like all kings. And as the king is powerful, the king decides whatever he wants. And he wants, obviously, the best from nature. Big bins of wood, you know, like we have wood table and everything. So he sent his soldiers finding the best trees. And what are the best trees? The oldest, the most protected one. And who protects very well the trees? The Bishnoi. So those soldiers came into this village of Bishnoi and then found beautiful trees, big, tall, strong, the best to kill. And those soldiers are very lucky because although the trees are alive, they don't complain if you kill them. If you kill someone, he will interact, he will refuse, you know. But trees are kind and fragile, like love, like a lot of things like that. And the soldiers went to kill those trees. And the woman, Bishnoi, say no and try to explain passionately about their belief. And the soldiers are soldiers. They wasn't saying, okay, it's good. In fact, we don't care much. We are just executing orders. And this is the order, so we're going to cut the trees. And the woman say, no, you cannot. And surrounded the trees. So you have this picture that, you know, surrounding the trees by their arms and their own body, protecting the trees. So the soldiers was facing the situation like, okay, so now we have to mutilate those women if you want to cut the trees. So I don't want to mutilate someone, you know. So maybe we should check with the king. So at that time there was no phone to call, so they had to walk back to the kingdom to meet the king. So the king see them. Where are my trees, guys? And the soldiers try to explain, and the king doesn't listen. He's a king. He make the world. He don't. What the? And you know, we made those women say, what the fuck is that? It's this woman. I gave you an order. You cut the street. He sent back the soldiers. So the soldiers went back and say, sorry girls, but we have to kill the trees. So the woman didn't even talk this time, surrounded the trees and then protect them. But the soldiers are soldiers, and they mutilated those women. They mutilated 350 women. Took all the wood they wanted, so approximately that, 200 big piece of trunk, and then went back to the kingdom. And the king was there, and he saw them coming, and said, and he saw all the blood on the trees, you know. And then he realized, what's going on? Why you put blood? This is what, like it's kind of painting? What's tribe? I mean, what's a tradition? So the soldier was like, okay, we tried to talk to you. They explained everything to the king that felt shit. And he passed a law, saying that no one is able to kill any form of life in the land of the Bishnoi. So those 350 persons, that was not free people. Those women was directed by a guru in a belief, in a sect. They are, in fact, not a community but a sect. I didn't want to say it from the beginning, but it's a sect. So this sect made those women giving their life for nature. So the question of the weekend is, when free people would do that? If it's not for a belief, let's say, a fiction that gather people around an ideology, around a dogma, how come free people would do that?